What's going on, guys? This is the P2 Pro, as well as you know, the Christian rapper that literally almost blew up. Years ago, I had over 600,000 people that knew me, and this video went out on Twitch and literally almost hit over 1 million views, which is ridiculous. Kendrick Lamar was involved in a bunch of other stuff. Anyway, I was the #1 Reddit of the year. Besides all that nonsense, and my album, I Mean Business, and changing people's lives and helping people, I want to kind of get to the main point here. So something's been really crossing my mind lately about everything, as well as that we all love Jesus all around us, right? We're seeing what's going on. There's innocent people being shot up in churches, for no reason. When you devote yourself to the Heavenly Father, the Holy Spirit, and we're doing everything we can to acknowledge Him and respect the Word of God and the sword of the Spirit, right? I'm the way, the truth, and the life, right? Those are the things that we start to kind of realize towards what's more important, and it's kind of crazy to see what's going on in the world. This has really been on my mind, and by the way, I'm no damage runner too, also professional gamer, no damage runner. So I already got all the no damage runs and stuff. I got the world's 3rd no damage run for Have a Nice Death successfully. So that's on my channel if you want to go check that out as well. My Resident Evil 2 remake with Claire, no saves, no damage. Lambo, no damage run, and Origami, no damage run, and the Swabber, no damage run. So about total of 5 no damage runs I've had just within the past year. But anyway, besides all that, I just want to let you guys know this is going to be 2 crazy stories. One story is just this epic story you're going to enjoy, and then the other one is going to be more of the Rapture dream. So it's 2 stories in one, okay? This started out when I was just I was at a center, right? It was starting to turn morning. I had my dark blue, nice Ferrari car or whatever. I hop in, I'm wearing dark blue midnight jeans with a green shirt and a red cap with a little bit of green on it, right? Kind of tilted back like this, like how a hip-hop person, would look. Anyway, I'm in the car and listen, I had my dark blue, nice Ferrari car or whatever. I hop in, I'm wearing dark blue midnight jeans with a green shirt and a red cap with a little bit of green on it, right? Kind of tilted back like this, like how a hip-hop person, would look. Anyway, I'm in the car and listen to the jams, my music, whatever. And then the next thing I know, there's this loud sound, sirens going off everywhere, okay? Everywhere. And it's just like, I don't even know what's going on. I just hear the sirens. And there's gangs all around me, okay? Affiliated gangs. And they wanted me to join. One dude comes and knocks on my window. Now, the name of this gang, you wouldn't believe it, but the name of this gang, if I can remember, was I'm trying to recall. Hold on. It something like "We Gonna Kill You, Nigga," or was like I'm trying to remember. Hold on, I'm trying to remember. It was "We Gonna Kill You" or something. I don't know. Something like that. But these gang members came over to my car. And I'm chilling in my car or whatever. And or I think it was "We're gonna take from you" or something. I don't know. But they come to my car. And they offered me a position to join the gang or whatever. So they come to my car, and this guy's name was Tamaman or something like that. I was like Tamation or Tamaman or whatever. So then this guy, I get out of my car, I'm walking with him, whatever, to the main general, whatever is part of the gang. They're in this rich mansion. Now, I remind you, there's a big, gigantic pool. There's jacuzzis. They got drinks everywhere. Sodas, like, lined up like a Christmas tree, right? They got food, buffets, all the food you can ever imagine right there, right? And you come to this place, and they got loads and stashes of cash. Probably, like, over $1 trillion sitting in front of the freaking house, right? And the dude's like, you want a part of this? You got to do something first. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, well, what do you represent? We take from you. Something like that. I was like, okay, or we're coming for you. Something like that. So, okay, no, I wouldn't be interested in this. He's like, well, why not? Don't you want some money? I'm like, first of all, I don't know who you are. You're a stranger to me. And second of all, why are you taking from people? Well, we can, and we got the power to. You don't want to join? I'm like, nah. Well, let me show you what's up. And he's like, come over here, little nigga, or whatever, like that, right? I'm like, okay. So then it gets good. So from there, he comes to me and he starts showing me, okay, so everybody, basically what they do to get paid, there's this town center, right? So everyone's in their cars, whatever. They got their black cars, Lamborghinis. They got their Camrys. They got the Ferraris. They got the Mazdas. They got the BMWs, the i4, whatever, right? The new series, 3rd, 4th, 5th, whatever. So I hop in the car. They drive me down to the town center, and the guy's like, look, we got to get paid for this. So you wouldn't believe what I saw. So here I am. I got 2 of my other friends on the side. One name was Sam, which was a girl, and the other dude was like Nick or something. He's like, yo, dude, like, this is messed up, bro. Like, what's wrong with you people? We steal from you. We take from you. Okay? So they come to me and they're like, dude, you got to stop this. Like, this is vandalism. So as I approach in the town center, they get out of their car. They start a leader, like a large ceremony, right? Not a ceremony, but a big gathering, right? Like a big group. Kind of like a sorority, a big sorority. And they're stomping the ground and yelling, we want this, we want that, we want to take everything, we get capped, or something like that. I'm like, whatever. So the dude throws down his hat, everyone lines up and starts just breaking everything, breaking the windows, breaking the towers for the power lines, just destroying everything, bringing everything down, taking baseball bats, breaking windows, stealing people's cash, going to people's cars, hijacking people's belongings, any wallets, watches, cash, food, jewelry, anything you can imagine they were doing, right? So this is what was going on. And they said, look, if you don't break this, we don't get paid, my nigga, or something like that, right? I'm like, they're calling him out, like, if we don't break this, we don't get paid. So they're breaking everything. They're vandalizing everything. They're taking graffiti. They're spraying the walls. They're spraying the ground. They're spraying and owning the territory and everything, right? So I'm looking at all this. My friend Sam is telling me, you got to stop this. This is out of control. So you won't believe what I see, right? So the other dude, the main leader, his name is like Tamarian or Tamasha, whatever his name was, gets on top, and the whole entire sorority, this gang, gets on top of each other, like stacking like a bunch of Legos, and they get to the top of the tower, and they start like jumping on each other's backs to get to a certain height to break certain property. So they're breaking the towers, they're breaking the metal, they're breaking the bars for the buildings, they're taking the bricks, they're taking different placemats, and they're like using the placemats to get on top of certain locations so they can do more damage. So doing a ton of vandalism. And this dude's getting paid for this. Like, dude, we're getting paid $1 million an hour to do this. I know it sounds crazy, but this was what my dream was. Okay, so I was like, whatever. So then I'm trying to stop this dude, and and they're like, okay, if you want to go talk to the leader. Okay, so then they walk me up to the leader. They're destroying everything. The place looks like damaged. It's a mess. It's a disaster. Looks like a freaking tornado went through the alley and just obliterated everything. Just massacred everything. So then I'm looking and I'm talking to this guy. I'm like, why are you doing this? He's like, because we get paid. We get cash. We stand for what we say we are. And we are in control here. Like that's what it was. We're in control. Control of you, control of the city. We run everything. We own you. We own everything. That's what he's telling me. And I gotta back down. This guy was a tough motherfucker. He didn't back down from nobody or nothing. He was the first dude to come up to you and deck you right in the face. So then I'm talking to this dude. I'm like, look, someone's gonna stop you. He's like, who, you? I'm like, dude. So then the guy, his associates or whoever, or his gang members, the people that work for him, his crew, gets me behind the neck like this and start like holding me down like my neck. So then I'm getting down my neck, and I take my hand and with my other hand, and I push the other hand out of the way, and I flip over my shoulder, and then I take off running. Try to get to my friends and say, okay, we got to stop this. We got to try to get we got to stop this. So next thing I know, there was a big fight, okay? A big fight was about to go down. This fight that was about to go down was with the leader, Timoshin, and this other dude. I guess he didn't break enough, property or whatever it was. He didn't break enough equipment, right? So he's like, okay, so we're going to go to the main tower. Now, may I remind you, this is in the middle of the ocean. You got to go on a submarine or a boat to get to his main base. He has a main base where he's like in charge of everything, like a tower leader, general, whatever. And I remember hearing this tune, something like this, like all my Rapture dreams, but this is the tune. Let me see if I could do it. Dun, dun. Hold on, give me a second. Dun, 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 dun. Some tune like that, right? So you hear the sounds going off, or you hear the alarms going off. So here I am, I'm sprinting through the alleys, the sections, the malls. I'm trying to get through to this dude. They're about to have a big fight off, a big brawl, broken bones, knuckles, faces, noses, everything, right? I'm looking at this, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's about to go down. So I'm trying to stop this guy, right? Timoshin or whatever. This guy is like Putin, man. This guy is evil, right? Because he cared about only the money and just destroying people's belongings and property for no reason, right? Just vandalism, right? Destruction. Because he wanted power. This is all about power. So then as I'm looking at this dude, and I'm running, I'm trying to get through to the section, it's already happening. Once a fight goes down, it's like in jail. They call it, everyone meets up, the gathering, bam, it's the brawl, it's the rap. So it's the rap. So then they go at it. They get on the submarine, on the boat. I get back, they drive me back to my section, whatever. I get in my car, and I'm driving to the submarine. We enter the submarine, and we're going deep in the middle of the ocean, right? Now this tower has to be over 1 million stories high. I'm not exaggerating when I say this. Like, when I mean this tower was so high, it was the height of the world's biggest building. Like literally, like, picture the earth, right? You know how high the earth is. So imagine falling from the sky all the way down to the ground. That's how high this platform was. So you have to go up a million stairs. By the time you get to the top, you're gonna fall off and die, right? So they had an elevator. Now, I know that's insanity. You think of going up an elevator 1,000,000 stories high, right? But this elevator was fast and quick. It was like some kind of upgraded elevator. I don't know. So you go up to the top. They're about to fight off. They get in the submarine. They head up to the top in the elevators. One dude's on one elevator. The other dude rushes in the other elevator. He's getting his wraps on. He's getting his gloves on. They're about to wrap up. He's got a band on. He's tying it like this. And he's ready to go. So then, that's it. That's the wrap. They call me. Now, in the dream, my name was I think it was like kick 'em hard or something. Kick 'em hard. Kick 'em hard. Go kick 'em hard. Stop them, right? Because that was my job. I like to stop gangs and stuff like that. This is what I would do in the dream. So then for the brawl's going off, right? They're headed up to the top of the elevator. I'm taking up the stairs. I'm running and running and running and running. And then there's a cue just before you're about to die. And they would say, code red. No, code red. He's gonna die. Code red. One. What that meant in the dream was someone was gonna die. They're gonna fight to the death. And whoever's gonna fall, they're gonna fall over 1,000,000 stories high off that building into the water, and it's gonna be the worst death of their life. So then, as you see it, they're fighting at the top. I'm trying to run up. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm trying to get to the top to stop this. And you hear the sounds going. You hear grunts, roars. I'm gonna kill you, nigga. All this stuff going on. You hear the loud sounds. You can hear the bones cracking, breaking, everything, right? It's bad. This is brutal. This is like Mortal Kombat, right? Style, right? You hear all the sounds going off, and you hear the chanting. Rocha, 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 rocha. You hear that sound, and next thing you know, you get at the top, and I'm hearing the tune. Da, na, 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 na. You're hearing the sound because somebody's about to die. So I'm trying to get to the top, and the guy's like, the guy's yelling, screaming. You see blood dripping off of the freaking the boat, whatever it is, on top of the tower. It's nuts, right? So as I look up, I'm trying to get up there. I'm nowhere near to try to get to them. And you hear the code red, code red, code red. He's gonna die. One. So before I get up, you see, as you look up, you see the height of this is just ridiculously high, right? It's scary as you don't want to look down because you know it's heights, because you're so freaking high up. You see this big, gigantic ladder falling millions of stories high into the water. You can hear the splash like somebody just cracked their skull on concrete and cement jumping off of a 10-story building, right? That's how severe this was. This was intense. Like this is like watching one of those intense, horrifying brutality movies where everything is just so dramatic and the action is just so intense that you can't even stand it, right? That's how crazy this was. And you see the ladder falling 1,000,000 stories high, and you look up and you're too scared to look down because you know if you look down, you're scared to fall because you're so high up. Like you're shaking, your heart's racing, your legs are shaking, your knees are shaking. You can't keep it together because you're so high that your head starts spinning because it's the altitude, you're so high up. So they're fighting to the top. You guys throw punches, knees to the face, to the jaw, to the gut, to the chest. It's all sorts of stuff going down up there. Guys taking baseball bats, swinging it left and right. They're ducking, dodging, flipping, everything, right? It's crazy. So then the next thing you know, I get it like halfway there. You hear code red. This guy's literally about to die. So what I do is I jump off the wall. I do a wall flip to kick off, because to get to the top, there was a bar that was blocking it, right? That was all barricaded because they don't want you to get to the top because they're fighting to the death. So then I flip off, the wall, over the barricade, over the bar to get to the elevator. I start heading up. Before I get to the top, I hear code red. I run and rush to the guy Tamashin, and I charge into him like a freaking Charger, right? Like one of those fast cars, right? That don't lose speed for nothing. I give him my all, and my shoulder cracks his skull. I go straight through, and his fist hits my face. So then my jaw is kind of sore because he hit me pretty hard. So I'm kind of out of it, but I'm like, ah, giving it all I got because I don't want this guy to die. So then we're going at it. I'm punching him left and right. He's doing hooks, over crosses, different turns, juking, dodging, shoulder rolls, all of that. So then my elbow gets to his forehead. I duck, he flips over my shoulder. I jump up, I do a backflip. Next thing I know, I catch myself back up. And then that tone is going up. Dun 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 dun. So we're fighting. I'm going in there. I'm swinging everything I got. Fisticuffs, handcuffs, everything, right? Knee going to his face, swinging him under the bridge, under the floor. The floor mate's slipping up. It's raining. He's pouring. It's freaking slippery. We're fighting on the ground. It's wet, and you can slip, fall on your head. It's all sorts of stuff. So I'm still fighting this guy, left and right. Blood dripping down my face. Blood dripping down his face. There's blood dripping down from my eyes. My eye socket's swollen. His eye socket's busted. His lips cut open. My nose is cut. It's just all sorts going down, right? Like, this is crazy, right? So then I'm fighting to save this guy. So the guy's down. He's out. The guy's down on the floor because he's gonna chuck him and throw him off of the boat, right? Off of this main base. So then I'm like, no, right? So then I'm swinging up. I take my hand, put it to his face, and push it into the wall like 3 or 4 times. His head's like dizzy. He's kind of out of it. This guy's trying to kill this crew member or gang member, whatever. I'm trying to save his life. And then my friend Sam runs up to try to get me because he's about to chuck me over the ocean. So then I stay grounded with the gravity on my feet. And next thing I know, as I swing with my fist to the left, he dodges it, hits me into the chest, and I really feel it. So I'm coughing up blood, vomiting, everything, man. I mean, it's just a disaster, right? This is a mess. So then next thing I know, I see Sam. Sam comes back with the elevator. She grabs me. Run! This place is gonna blow! So then I guess one of the gang members had like a C4 or grenade or whatever, some bombs, and then the next thing I know, the place is about to detonate, right? So the countdown's going. We have about 10 minutes to get off. This guy tried to chuck me over to kill me because they're called Code Red and all that's going off. Code Red, Code Red. So after that, I swing low. He misses. I punch him in the face. I throw him over my shoulder and I give him a nice strike to the chest with my knee. He feels it pretty bad. So from that point, I go get, Sam comes to get me. Then my other friend, Nick, he runs up. They come get me over my shoulder. The place is blowing. We get down to the elevator, but we don't have enough time. So then my other friends had like a jet or a plane. He's like, dude, get on. So then we run up, we jump in the air, and then we try to get parallel to the plane. I got a parachute. Everyone's got a parachute, and the guy falls to his death. place blows, he falls 1,000,000 stories high off the building. It's pretty much done. Game over. He's dead. The other member, sadly, the one I tried to save, he died because he had suffered severe concussion from all the hits to the head and all that. So he died. And then the boat, everything just blew up. The tower blew up. The million story high building blew up. So then we're in the plane. They're like, dude, we gotta jump. We gotta jump, my nigga. We gotta jump. I'm like, no, we gotta jump. So next thing you know, the plane blows up. We're up in the air. I'm falling like 1,000,000 stories high. The ocean is there. We got the parachutes out. Sam's on my left. Nick's on my right. We're holding each other on our arms, and we're just paralleling. We're just sailing down, like parasailing all the way down. Before we know it, we're in the air for about 10 minutes. We hit the ground, and I had to go to the hospital. They pushed me. They rushed me to the hospital. I had severe injuries from fighting, trying to save this guy's life, even though he died. And then Sam, she came over. They were in the hospital. We're all in the hospital. Saw this stuff going down. And that was it, man. It was the craziest dream I've ever had. I'll tell you that now. So that was one thing. Another one will be a rapture dream. I'll be sure to talk about that after. But that's pretty much the crazy story that went down. I can't believe that this even went down or went on, but yeah, it's just a pretty crazy dream, man. I know it was a dream, but there's some crazy people out there, man, willing to do anything, right? So yeah, man, that was it. I hope you enjoyed that story. It's pretty hectic. It's pretty intense. I'll tell you that. But yeah, man, stay tuned. Right now, I think my next run will be Resident Evil 4, no damage. And then Castlevania Lord 2, I think, Shadow 2 or something like that. Not exactly sure, but I'll keep you updated. I still got plenty of runs. I got to try to get 10 no damage runs done by this year, so see how that goes. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. You guys take care, be safe out there, be smart, and just make good decisions, man. Because right now the world is just, it's not good, man. In my rapture dream, I tell you, there was a tsunami, man, and it was a big one. And everyone was underwater and drowning. And you're like trying to get your head up above water, but it's so deep. Man, it's the scariest thing you will ever see in your life. But I'll talk about that rapture dream soon enough. You guys take care. I'm the P2 Pro. Remember, if you're doing a damage run, don't take it seriously. Don't mess around. When I'm time, patience, and focus will succeed. I'm the P2 Pro. Peace.